Hello everyone. In this video we're going to be taking a look at an article from the NTK network and a video from MSNBC. The focus is the video on MSNBC. Now the reason why I'm covering this is because I've been pointing out now for a few weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, something like that, how they've been setting up the Russian narrative to be used again with the midterm election. And right here is another example of it. They can't blame the mail bomb, pipe bomb situation with the washed up, out of politics politicians being sent, these explosive packages along with De Niro and Soros and others. They can't put this against conservatives right now. They really can't do that because there's no evidence for it. Everything on the note of the conservative situation, on the note of right of them, like with Trump, the Republicans, politics in general on that note, on that side, is going good. They're doing well. There's no motivation or reason for a Republican, a conservative, or anyone who wants to see that side of the political spectrum, the false left-right paradigm. There's no reason for them to mail these explosive packages out. None whatsoever. Anyone with 2 brain cells to rub together could see that it would only hurt that side if someone on the right were to do something like that. Now, to someone on the left, different story. In their mind, that would be beneficial to them. Okay? Because, oh, look at these Democrats being targeted. And if you look, the ones that are being targeted have high security, have their mail gone through, are not in politics currently, but they're the perfect targets if something actually does happen, because it really doesn't matter. They're no longer in politics. And if you accidentally blow up Obama, well, shit. That looks really good for the left on the note of the right. Look at those big bad right people. They blew up Obama. I mean, that's what they would fucking do. I mean, it benefits them. Now, not only that, it could also be the deep state. I mean, they have everything to gain because they want the left. They want their, their buddies to have the control. Whether the Democrats that would get in office are going to be along with the program or not would be a different story. But those ones that have been there for a very long time, which I'm sure are in bed, just by my gut, I feel it, like Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, Feinstein, oh, they're crooked as fuck. Most likely they're in bed with the deep state, one way or another. It would benefit them. It would benefit their side. Okay. You look, it's only that side that has any benefit. Russia doesn't even benefit from this shit. But yet, they want to try to push the Russian narrative. So let's look at Chuck should be riding on a short bus with a hockey helmet Todd here. Push this idea that it could be Russia.
This feels like a spot. I have this fear that it could be some Russian operation too, and designed to do what.
Now hold on. I already made this video once, but I forgot to capture the right desktop, and I played it through, and I had noticed this, but I figure when I'm redoing this, I just want to show you again. He can't even keep a straight face. Watch right here.
Do what's happening now. More to do what's happening. Operation too, and designed that it could be some Russian operation too.
See, he can't even keep a straight fucking face. It could be some. He's trying to fight the smile. It could be some Russian operation. He cracks a smile when he says that. He isn't even buying the shit that he's spewing. that should say a lot. They're setting up the Russian narrative for when the Democrats get their asses handed to them again. You know, just in case they do, because they're like, well, maybe we should hedge our bets this time. And they're buying into this pollster bullshit data that ignores, you know, the people that aren't in the false left-right paradigm. And they tend to put their bias into their shit. You know, the polls aren't truly honest these days. You know, they're trying to shape the election by using the polls. I mean, that's what they did with 2016. But yeah, anyway, let's watch the rest of the video.
Designed to do what's happening now. More of this, you know, and so in some ways we shouldn't rule out.
I'm just saying it's a very strange moment, and we have no idea.
But yeah, so there he is, can't keep a straight face when he's bringing up Russia, trying to push this idea that it could be Russia because, yeah, they're going to fall back on the Russian narrative in the midterms if things don't go the way that they want. Which is kind of funny, because you would think after the way that they beat that dead horse, worse than Sargon beat Kek and Pepe, and he fucking beat them into the ground on the note of a dead horse scenario. No one's going to buy into their shit when they do that. Yet they're going to try to fall back on it. It's fucked up. But, you know, the article just basically recaps, so we're just going to go through it real quick here. So, NBC's Chuck Todd said he fears the Russians could be responsible for the mail bomb scare that has targeted top officials in the Democratic Party, as well as CNN and actor Robert De Niro on Thursday. Top officials in the Democratic Party, washed up has-beens like fucking Hillary Clinton and Obama, are top officials in the Democratic Party. They're just politicians. They're not in the Democratic, like in the DNC idea. They're not top officials in it. They're washed up has-beens. And CNN, enough said. Robert De Niro, all of these things, okay? Hillary, Obama, CNN, and Robert De Niro have literally become fucking memes for people right of the left these days, which would be the idea of, you know, almost to the point of Karl Marx. You know, anyone right of him. Seriously, they've become, all of them have become fucking memes. Why would the right spurg out over jokes like all of those? They wouldn't. People on the right want to see Robert De Niro spurg out like a fucking moron. You know, actually, anyone who isn't a Hillary Clinton, you know, Democrat supporter these days, which is a lot of people, because, I mean, you don't have to be a Republican, you don't have to be conservative. If you're not a Democrat, you get a kick out of De Niro's shit these days. Because the true Democrats, they're all Trump deranged morons, it seems. Not all, obviously, but you know what I mean. And we all laugh at his shit. CNN, they're literally a fucking meme for fake news. They are the poster child for it. Hillary, meme poster child. Obama, meme poster child. No one on the right would want to touch them. Someone on the left of the deep state, yeah. Russia doesn't benefit them. I have this fear that it could be some Russian operation too, and designed to do what's happening now, Todd said. No? What's happening now? Which is by design, is all on you fuckers at CNN and MSNBC and the Washington Ship Post and the New York Times. You're all the ones that divided the fucking country. You're the ones that decided to double down on stupid shit like Russia because you're spurging fucking idiots who couldn't win fucking shit in 2016. Because your candidate was a waste of fucking space. a fucking criminal sleazebag who's got a fucking list of friends and associates longer than her arm that have either died from mysterious circumstances or got the Clinton famous double tap to the head or heart. Which I don't know how the fuck, which on the double tap to the head or heart, I don't know how the fuck those could all be ruled suicides. Because, I mean, if you shoot yourself square in the heart, you're dead. How the fuck do you take a second shot at your heart to make sure you're dead? If you blow your brains out across a fucking wall, you're dead. How the fuck do you take a second shot and blow what's left in your skull across the wall? You can't. Yet, there's all these double tap suicides with the Clintons. And when you have that for your candidate, you're going to do shitty. When she's stealing money from the Haitian Relief with her foundation, with her and her husband's foundation, which is a documented fucking fact they did, you're not going to fare well in the election. People have long memories too, so there could be other things on why she's not going to fare well, like the fact that she secretly met with Bilderberg and got nailed with, oh God, what is it, the Logan Act? I believe that's the act that she got nailed with, which is a felony, and she only got fined, and she somehow can still run for fucking president. Violating the Logan Act is a fucking federal felony. Yet she pays a fine, and she can run for politics and all this other shit. She basically pled guilty. And you wonder why you lost. And you push the Russian narrative going, well, we need something. Because it couldn't be the fact that she just is a complete and total fucking shitbag and the worst candidate we could have fielded in God only knows how long. I mean, hell. I think the Democrat candidate from the South after the Civil War, Democrat candidates probably did better than she did on the note of getting the people out. I mean, this is some fucked up shit. Todd added that we shouldn't rule out that possibility and that the mail bomb scare is dividing the country before going to break. Yeah, and the only one who benefits from that dividing of the country and the spurgery and the putting that out there hoping to blame the right is the left. Todd made the comments during a segment on MSNBC's Meet the Press Daily about how the extreme political rhetoric in American politics has divided the nation and how it could be responsible for this mail bomb scare. Because heaven fucking forbid you, Chuck Todd, Rachel Madcow, and everyone else over at your network take responsibility for the shit you've spewed on the note of what you put out there and how it's divided the nation and caused the left to spurg out. I mean, the same is true with CNN and Anderson Cooper and all of those fuckers over there. You are the reason why the country is the way it is, because you. The same with the Washington Shitpost as well, the New York Times, and a bunch of others. You created this environment because you were upset that your bitch lost. Don't try to blame Russia for it. Don't try to blame anyone else for it. You are the guilty parties. Take responsibility for it. Stop using Russia as your whipping boy, because you've already beat that dead horse. Worse than Sargon has beaten Kek and Pepe, and he's driven them into the ground with how hard he's beaten them. They're just smears on the fucking pavement. And if with the whole Russia thing, you going past that point, yeah, no one's going to buy into it. Yet here you are setting things up for when the midterms happen and the Democrats happen to lose seats. You can go, Russia, Russia, Russia. It was not a legitimate election. Russia. And fucking spurg out for another 2 years. Because that's what you're going to do. Anyway, I've covered this well enough. I'm just going to leave things here. If you liked this video, depending on where you are watching it, please give it an upvote or thumbs up. If you want to know when new content of mine hits the internet, don't forget to subscribe to one or more of my social media or video accounts listed here. Also, with YouTube, don't forget to ring that bell. You can find all of my video content on both BitChute and YouTube. This may not be the case with other places I upload to, but I will try to minimize this happening. You are always welcome to interact with me at any of these sites on the list, so feel free to do so. If you have anything you want me to cover in a video, when it comes to news or current events, send it right along to me. I will try to do my best to cover it. As always, thank you for watching.